this doesn't mean that you need a website, that you need to do advertising, that you need to do your own marketing in order to, fill up your calendar. I'm referring to having one of the best properties in that area so that your property stands out compared to the rest. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Jorge Contreras podcast, a podcast for those who want to build a 10K a month Airbnb empire without owning real estate. And in this episode, we're going to talk about 3 tips in order to maximize your revenue and occupancy in your Airbnb business. The first thing that I want to talk about is that you must have a marketable property. In fact, you must have the most or one of the most marketable Airbnbs in your area if you truly want to maximize your revenue and occupancy and ultimately your profitability. Now, this doesn't mean that you need a website, that you need to do advertising, that you need to do your own marketing in order to, fill up your calendar. I'm referring to having one of the best properties in that area so that your property stands out compared to the rest. So let me give you a couple of examples. A lot of my properties, not all of them, most of them have a pool, a jacuzzi, and a game room. I can create a staycation experience in the property without needing people to leave the property. There's really two reasons why people book Airbnbs, right? Number one, and again, this is in no particular order, but one reason is that they are staying at your property because you're nearby the convention, the conference, the concert, the theme park, whatever it is that they're going to in that area. And the second reason is that they're actually not going anywhere. They just want to have an experience in your home without needing to leave your home. And in the peak of the pandemic, when the world shut down, we actually did pretty good with our entire portfolio. Why? Because they're set up in a staycation experience. So we were having locals from the same city and nearby city book our properties because, again, they could have an experience in the home. So people that live in small apartment buildings, condos, or townhomes were booking our single family homes because they wanted to social distance. They wanted to get away for the weekend and have an experience that they couldn't have where they currently live. That's what I'm referring to, having one of the most marketable properties. The second thing, in order to maximize your revenue and occupancy, is using a tool called Beyond Pricing. Beyond Pricing is a pricing automation software. They look at airlines, hotels, and events in the area, and based on supply and demand, they will automate your pricing. Again, this really allows you to maximize your bookings. If they notice that there's a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week, and it's short notice, guess what? They will bring down your price to the lowest figure that you allow, because they're going to ask you for your base price. Is typically like, what is the average daily rate that you actually want? And what is the very minimum you're willing to take for short notice weekdays, typically that are unbooked. So I highly recommend you guys check out Beyond Pricing. And number 3 is typically what we do in order to maximize revenue and occupancy. And we do this very similar to hotels. If I got a Monday, Tuesday next week or this week, and it's short notice, again, I will manually bring down the price and even override the Beyond Pricing in order to attract a smaller group that wouldn't have booked otherwise. So for example, let's say at one of my single family homes, the average price is $600 a night. And that's typically maybe for the weekends, maybe the weekdays are an average of $400 a night. But again, if I got 2 or 3 weekdays that are vacant and it's short notice, well, rather than expecting somebody to book it at 400 or just going vacant, I will bring it down to 300, maybe even $200, because I would rather have, 3 days at 200, that's $600. If that happens 4 times in a month, that's 2,400. Like, that can cover the entire rent that you are paying for the property. So just to recap, these 3 tips to maximize revenue and occupancy. Number 1, having the most marketable property. We're looking at location, the amenities, and even just the property itself. Number 2, using the Beyond Pricing automation. And 3, bringing down your price manually in order to attract smaller groups of people that are willing to book with short notice. That's it for this episode, guys. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you guys leave me a review here on this app, on the iTunes app, or whatever platform you are listening in. Also, make sure you guys check me out on Instagram, where we post content every single day, and on my YouTube channel, where we are uploading a couple videos per week. And I also got some free webinars coming up and an ebook in the description down below. So make sure you guys check that out. And I'll see you guys on the next one.